Welcome to a very special edition of Blox News. I am your head anchor, Eric, and we are here to cover quite a few things, including the election, a very tragic incident that occurred at the Undercroft Mall, and some other happenings around the server. As we get started, we're going to go straight over to Zachariah Zappi, who has some news on the election. Thank you, Barrick. Now, most of these voting pools are still being counted as the races are extremely close. However, for the Undercroft Mall funding and the presidential race, we can go ahead and confidently project a winner for both of them. Currently, with most of the vote counted up, President Harpo has a 90% of the vote in his re-election campaign. So we can confidently project that Harpo will be in fact winning the re-election campaign and will still be president of the new Wendapalgian Republic. We can also project that the Undercroft Mall will get funded, as it is showing a similar yet slightly lower rate of being voted yes on its funding bill. And that's all we have for now, Barrick, so I'll send it back over to you. Thank you, Zachariah. Now this does take us over to the Undercroft Mall again for a story that's still developing, but allegedly multiple people had committed crimes at the opening of the new nether shop. It was the grand opening of this nether shop here, one that was widely anticipated across the entire server. That would be the cause for tragedy. One man had lost his life, another assaulted, another stolen from, and another one allegedly just a witness to it all. Charges have been filed by multiple victims and by authorities, and we are expected to see multiple court cases happen within the coming days. We are currently working on getting the CCTV footage from the mall so we can get a more inside look of what would happen. Now, we would like to make it clear that any footage played on this programming is not admissible evidence in court if neither the prosecuting nor defense ends up bringing their own evidence. What's this? I'm getting word that we have the CCTV footage now. We're going to play it to you here in full, but I do want to warn you, it might be a little graphic.
You son of a bitch. Oh shit,
Yo, what is this assault in my store? In my store that I have caught on camera? I have caught on...
I have 4 skulls, I only need 3. You can buy it off of me if you want.
Oh my god, why does the glowing
That was
do
so
that?
funny.
I'm gonna accidentally kill you like how I accidentally killed Ryan.
I'm recording all of this, by the way, Rio. You might want to stop assaulting people in the mall.
Evidence to use in court. I'm gonna sue you for assault. We do back up. There's a
I
train.
don't know, but if we did, we probably should.
Steal it! Come with me! Do it! Run, Weezy, walk, run! Run!
As he can, and Ducky tries to kill him.
Yeah!
Alright, go.
Oh my god, that sounds so familiar, man!
Yeah! Get his ass!
Truly a graphic scene. Rio, Ducky, and Wheezy have all been charged with various crimes, from stealing to disturbing the peace to murder. We'll be providing the most up-to-date and fastest coverage we can on these cases as they develop, so be sure to check back out of here. But here we have another call for another one of the races.
We do, Barrick, and I think by the fact that I'm already sitting in the Vice President's office, you know exactly what race it is for. I, Tim Ram, have been the projected winner of the Vice President race in what was a very close contest between me, Zachariah, and Jimbo. I do wish well on my 2 other opponents that did not end up winning this race, but I've already gone to work. And don't you worry, Blox News viewers, Tim Ram is going nowhere. I plan to keep giving you the most up-to-date news while also performing my duties as Vice President. It's still a very close race on Proposition 6-7 and the Arcadia bill funding, so we will be keeping a close eye on those. Back to you.
Thank you, Tim, and congratulations on winning the election. We're now going to pop over to a part of Wonder Park we don't go to too often, right next to the Industrial District, right there between there and Arcadia, where President Harpo has constructed a new home. Reports are indicating that First Lady Ashley had requested that the house be teal instead of crimson. It's Frank Fort here on the scene reporting from this darker side of Wonder Park that we don't go to too often. As you can see here, a massive construction has occurred over the last week or so, and we have a new, what will most likely be voted as a mega structure by the World Assembly. It is going to be interesting to see how the voter base takes this. That Harpo won the election, but immediately spent way too much money not improving Wenderpog, but building himself the equivalent of a palace. This isn't the first time that he's done this. If you remember back to that first election cycle, he did the same thing, and former Vice President JO3 accused him of doing it just to put the entire city in his shadow. He has not yet spent any money on the mall or on anything for economic relief. He has simply built this massive house. Now, of course, in building this, he had to buy a lot of materials, which did stimulate the economy a little bit, but you can argue there are better use for those diamonds. Back to you. Thanks, Frank. Now, it looks like we have news on the Arcadia bill funding. It looks like it just barely did not pass. We're still waiting on to get the call for Proposition 67. But Arcadia looks like it is going to lose its funding from the government. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that Arcadia is fully defunded, as in the past, both President Harpo and former Vice President JO3 have donated personal funds to Arcadia to expand it, as obviously taxes are illegal here, so I'm not really sure where most of this funding is coming from other than donations. But as you can see here, it looks like it was just a singular vote that decided to not fund Arcadia. Now, our political analysts have determined that the unpopularity of Arcadia is due to the unfavorable view of how Vice President JO3 did in his term as Vice President. And I'm just getting word that the race on Proposition 67 has just finished. It sounds like it just barely passed. Now, this might be controversial because it passed by just a couple votes and not everyone voted on it. It looks like there was one ballot that elected to not vote on Proposition 67. That vote could have ended up tying it and extending out that race to a special election. Now, what Proposition 67 fully entails has not been fully announced to the public, which led to a lot of the controversy in the election cycle, but we will be trying to get that information out to you as quickly as possible. It looks like the Log Party was able to get a clean sweep across the whole election minus Vice President, which did go to Tim Ram, but it seemed like a total failure for the Seg Party. All of their positions and all of their bills did not pass, nor did any of their party members get elected to a position of party. So we're going to be trying to get an interview with JO3 to talk about the future of the Seg Party within Wenderpog. And our last story we have on the day is that a new potato empire has sprung up far in the southeast regions of the map. They're planning to build, as you can see there, a massive structure next to a massive potato farm. They've already started selling potatoes in the Undercroft Mall. And if you're wanting to open up a store within the Undercroft Mall, contact President Harpo to be able to get a lease. As you can see, multiple stores have opened up within the last week or so, and we're excited to see where the shopping center will continue into the future. And that brings us to the end of this edition of Blox News. If you're interested in joining the server, there is a server application link in the description. I've been Barrick Eric, and I wish you all a farewell. Goodbye.